What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video, I got a pretty good video for you guys. It's going to be how to make 1 billion coins in around a week. Now if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who've been supporting the channel. We've seen a massive growth of a few days now, and yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. And it would be crazy if we can reach 500 subs before summer. So I want to set that as sort of our channel goal right now. So yeah, without further yapping here, let's get into the video. So I got a couple methods for you guys today, and it is going to be a couple bangers. Now, the first method we're going to be talking about is a method I use pretty much every single day, and that is tarantula silk. A lot of you guys on my recent videos were talking about the margins, right? And a lot of you didn't understand what margins is, so I'm gonna just explain it really quickly. Margins is basically, you can see here, the top order is 225k to buy it, and then it's 250k to sell it. So if you just do the math and take this number minus this number, you're going to be left with 25k, and that is your margin. That's the profit you're going to make. Hopefully that describes it. But if you want to make 1 billion coins in a week, the easiest thing to do is just invest in some of this, right? So what I'm going to do here is put up a buy order for, I'm gonna do 1,000. This stuff doesn't really sell or fill pretty quickly, but since the margins are so high, I'm gonna make, like, if every single one of these fills, right, that's 25,000. That's going to be 25 million coins if it fills. So if I can do that 2 times per day, or maybe even 3, you know, that's 75 mil alone. And I make everything from like 100 and something recently to like 250 mil per day. So I'm just showing you guys the methods that I use, and of course you have to log in and stuff like that. The money you make really depends on the effort you put in, obviously. But you can easily make 1 billion coins per week with these methods. Now next up, it's going to be another one of the methods that I've showcased a lot on this channel, and that is going to be SoFlo. This stuff is great. Like, the margins right now aren't the best, but that's because it's still early in the morning. It's about 10 a.m. when I'm recording this, and as you can see, the margins aren't great. But usually SoFlo shoots up to about 20 to 21k, and the buy price stays at around 17 to 18,000. So what I usually do is just put up a buy order for 10,000 of these. And usually that fills pretty quickly as well. That SoFlo is a really good flip. Honestly, if you guys haven't tried out SoFlo, make sure to try it out, because it prints money. It's really funny because it literally prints money. Now the next method we're going to be doing is a little bit of a weird one. I don't think I've used this one very much before. Like on the channel, I use it a lot in my day-to-day flipping, and that is summoning eyes. Now they're pretty confusing because sometimes they can be great and sometimes they can be terrible. But see here, we order 32 of these, right? And the margin is a little under 100k. Okay, it's around 90k ish, 80 to 90k, right? So if I did 32 of those, it's going to be a little over 2.5 mil just for 32 of those. And 32 summoning eyes, they usually fill pretty quickly. I mean, summoning eyes, you know, you drop them from slayers, you drop them from special zealots, like they fill pretty quickly. So that's another one of the great methods that I use in my day-to-day flipping to make 1 billion coins in a week. Now onto toxic arrow poison. This stuff is actually ridiculous. I think alone, like this stuff alone, the past few days have made me probably around 300 million coins. This is actually insane. Let's go ahead and order. I usually do 25k of this, Now, I just wanted to say, I saw a lot of you, or not a lot, a couple comments on my recent videos asking where my money goes because I always have 1 billion in purse, and that is because I invest all the profits that I get over 1 billion coins into skins. So I have a bunch of skins there, and then I have a lot more on my private island. But that's I just found out a little funny. People were like, "You never go over 1 billion coins," but yeah, I do invest it into skins, but that's not the point of the video. But yeah, toxic arrow poison is great. Usually it takes a little, maybe an hour or so to fill, but once it fills, this stuff is great. And as I said, it has made me many, many millions. Now on to the next method. This is going to be refined mithril. Now refined mithril is actually insane for profits. Like as you can see here, 32,000? Where's my brain? No. Yeah, a little over 32,000 coin profit here. So I usually end up going for around 160 at a time just because the margins are really good, but then the buy sell price per hour is a little the people don't really buy and sell them as much as they buy them, so it's a little difficult to get a hold of a lot of them. But then this next method is going to be, it's a really good method, but only once a certain mayor is elected. Once Diana is either mayor or minister or whatever it's called, this flip is actually insane. But it's going to be Griffin Feathers. I think a lot of you guessed it when I said Diana, but this stuff is insane for money once she's elected. Like it's crazy. It fills super quickly, it sells super quickly. So I usually just put up a buy order for 1,000 and then just let it sit throughout the day. It usually don't take more than like half an hour for it to fill, and on an order of like 1,000 I usually end up making around like 10 to 15 mil. It's actually insane. Now the next method is actually going to be any of the enchanted wood types. I mentioned this, I think it was my last video, but it is just so good. I don't understand why people don't do it more. Usually my go-to is either oak or jungle. You can see jungle has a huge margin right now. So if you were to put up like an order for 50k of this right now, you would get it super cheap, and then it would be super easy to actually resell. And that's what I love about like wood and stuff like that. Now, before you guys comment on the fact that none of it has filled, it is because this stuff, it is early morning right now, so that might be some of the reasons, but this stuff usually fills like at a medium pace. It's not quick, it's not slow. You got to give it like an hour tops before just put down the order and put it back up. But this is the big boy methods. This is what's gonna make you those billion coins in the long run. So just keep that in mind. Just be patient. Now the final two methods that I'm gonna have for you guys today, I have showed both in my craft flipping videos, but they are just so good that I just cannot include them in a, I guess you could call this both an end game video and a billion coin video, but I am gonna make a separate end game video for you guys. Sorry if that was a alarm. That was really uncalled for, but I am gonna make a separate video for you guys where I basically show you the best end game flips. I do have a couple others down my sleeve, but let's just talk about these last two ones here. So for 32 obsidian and okay, 128 null spheres, it's gonna cost us, let's see what the pricing is gonna be. So 50, okay, it's gonna be around like 130k to craft. You're gonna have about a 13 to 15 coin margin every time you do that flip. like 13 to 15k every single time you craft one of those things. If you just did an order of what I usually do when I want to craft flip, I just do a big order of 32,000 obsidian, and then I just let it sit there, and then I just do an order of 2 separate like orders of 64,000 null spheres, and that's going to equal the recipe you need. Now, a little annoying with the null voids is that you cannot put it into a personal compactor. That is a little bit annoying, but I mean, to make 15 mil every single time you craft 1,000, like, I think that's worth it to sit there for 10 minutes and click in the menu, you know, for 15 mil for 10 minutes. I would say that's pretty worth it. So the final flip is going to be the Revenant Viscera. For that, you're gonna need 32 string, and you're going to need, not a rotten flesh, 128 Revenant flesh. Now, keep in mind, all of these flips, like I said earlier, all of these flips are gonna make you money if you're patient. Last video, a lot of you guys commented on the fact that your orders get outbid, but then you just have to either sell what you've just gotten and then just put up a new order, or just put it into a backpack and then wait for the rest of the order to fill, and then sell an entire inventory at once, for example. It's all up to what you guys want to do. You're gonna make money either way, and that's what I think is great with Bazaar flipping. That is, you're gonna make money pretty much every single time you do a flip. But yeah, a bit longer video than usual, but these are pretty much the end game methods. I do have a lot more end game methods that I'm going to showcase in a separate video, and be sure to vote on my community page for tomorrow's video. I'm gonna set that up later, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and again, huge thank you to all you guys who've been supporting the channel recently. Make sure to subscribe and like. We're trying to reach 500 subs before summer. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.